Hey besties and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be ranking disbandment K-pop songs. These are basically the last songs or comebacks from groups that disbanded. Also, I won't be doing official last releases for the most part since I simply don't care for them. Now, let's get started with the video. I know this isn't nothing outstanding and out of this world, but there's something about this song that never fails to capture my attention and make me fall in love with it again. I feel like the reggae influence has such a nice balance where it fits with the song without them solely relying on that aspect, and their vocals are just so soft and pretty here. Even though So Hot is my favorite Yubin rap verse, this is definitely up there because she absolutely ate it up. I also love how they kept the band concept as well, although I wish they would have had some comebacks. Especially considering that if you just ignore their 2012 era, they had such a great run. I do think that it made sense for them to wrap things up and they did it amazingly, so I'm gonna put it in the grand finale tier. Even though their last comeback was Come Back Home, this song was their official comeback for disbandment. By now, you all probably know that I'm not too crazy about these type of songs and I don't really care for this one either. It's not bad at all and is actually extremely fitting for this being their last song together, but it just doesn't do anything for me and I actually would have most likely preferred Come Back Home be their last official song. I do think it's nicer that they properly closed out their chapter as a group, but I just really care for the song that much, so I'm gonna put it in the not feeling it tier. Now, some of you all might be a bit mad at me for this, but I don't really like this song. I don't know what it is, but there's just something about this song that prevents me from truly liking it. There's not anything about this song that's annoying besides Jimin's voice in the chorus, but I just feel like it's underwhelming. Maybe it's because I love their older sounds so much, and although I don't mind them changing it up, this just didn't really feel like them, if that makes sense, and maybe it's just because my girly Chaya isn't in this comeback. Like I said, it's not terrible or anything and I know other people like this song, but I never was able to get into it and still can't, so I'm gonna put it in the nobody move tier. This is another soft and kinda slow song that's their official goodbye as a group. Compared to Goodbye, this one hits a bit different for me. I don't know if it's their voices or what, but something about this song is so pretty and has a catchy melody to it. Also, I just realized that a lot of second-gen girl groups disbanded around 2016 to 2017, which is crazy. Like that was really the downfall of second-gen. Anyways, although I wish they would have went out with a bang and had a grand country type of comeback, I think was a sweet little song that's like a final gift to the fans without being too boring. It's nothing that really sticks with me, but I do prefer it compared to other songs like this, so I'm gonna put it in the kinda eats tier. I absolutely hate how the second they were really getting more recognized besides their song Love Options, is their last comeback, even though this wasn't even really supposed to be their last comeback since they didn't officially disband until 2018. I feel like this is how you leave an impact and make people remember your songs until the very end. I know they weren't that popular, but this is one of their most remembered songs from them, and that says something. Besides the electric and funky beat with a melody that keeps you hooked from beginning to end, I really like how you keep anticipating when the chorus starts. but it keeps you waiting just enough until it pops up at the perfect time. It's also just such a fun song that makes you wanna dance and just enjoy yourself, while also being able to appreciate the song for what it is. Some people might just see this as a simple song, but honestly, it's kinda legendary to me, especially since this was one of the staple sound from 2015 K-pop. I know they weren't an active group for long, but this song alone really left an impact while sounding great, so I'm gonna put it in the grand finale tier. First off, I just wanna say that I'll never forgive Pledis for the way they treated these girls and messed up their career as a group, like it's just so unfair. Anyways, I like that this is still their quirky and fun sound while being slightly different, although I personally like their debut with We Were better. This is still a cute song that reminds me how much I like Burstin', so I'm gonna put it into Love a tier. I don't know what it is about them, but I've always gravitated towards their songs a lot and felt like besides their huge songs like Crazy and Hot Tissue, I feel like their other title tracks are pretty underrated, especially this one. I'm pretty picky when it comes to Girl Crush just because now, there's so many groups that have done it to where it just sounds repetitive and annoying, but this one just feels a bit different for me. I don't know if it's because they released this when Girl Crush was still starting to get popular, but this song is so fitting with everything. For example, the close, the progression of the sound, and even the title of the song all go so well together where nothing feels out of place or annoying. Like even though I'm not too crazy about EDM or whatever that genre in the chorus was, the way it hits in such an explosive way without being too harsh is just perfect. The song flows really well and doesn't even feel weird for this group either, and honestly, it's a really good disbandment song in my opinion. It's hard-hitting and is kind of like their last big thing before leaving. I also really like how each member had their own memorable part where they were able to shine, and it just adds onto their great title track discography without being a simple little goodbye song to please the fans, so I'm gonna put it into Love a tier. Once again, I'm just gonna say fuck Pledis for once again neglecting their girl groups, especially a group like After School where they're literally one of the most iconic second-gen girl groups. I know that they haven't officially disbanded yet, but at the point they're disbanded because they haven't made a single song since 2013. Even though I wish that they would have had another comeback or at least show that they're still actually a group, I'm satisfied with this being their last comeback, because not only was the title track amazing, but so was the album as a whole. The song itself is so good, like it's a simple song with old school hip hop influence, but it's just so addictive, especially the chorus. Also, the performance is so creative, like I love how they're just so sad and tearing up on the music video, then the next second, they're on a pole. Like that's so iconic and needs to be in the K-pop history books. Like this is definitely one of the cuntiest sad songs I've heard. I think this is just one of those songs where it doesn't need anything special or big and where it's fine simply as it is, so I'm gonna put it in the grand finale tier. Honestly, it's so crazy how this is the only boy group on here because the others that disbanded, I don't care or know that much about, but the fact there's so many girl groups that have disbanded unfairly is crazy to me. I don't know that much about New East, but I like the songs I've heard from them, especially this one. It's something refreshing and catchy that has an overall nice flow to it that isn't boring or anything. I think this is a really nice disbandment song since it's memorable and a song that feels like a comeback with actual quality, isn't of a song being thrown out there as a last song of theirs. It's nothing mind-blowing or absolutely amazing, but I really like it, so I'm gonna put it into Love a tier. When I tell you I was so disappointed and annoyed when this came out, Like I tried my best to really get into it, but I just can't. Even though I love Yeon's verse, because she always eats any rap verse she's given, I just feel like the song is so underwhelming and does nothing. Something I like it when K-pop songs have a goofy lyric or something slightly corny, but the lyrics in the chorus are just so unserious. Like this is supposed to be an intense and serious song and it ruins the whole mood of it. I really wish that they would have had another comeback before disbanding or just would have left it with Devil since that song is actually so good. Even though I really liked their concept change, this specific concept just felt so out of place and added on nothing to their discography, especially since it's only a single. I wish Cube would have at least gave them a proper comeback with a full album and better concept and song that's not disappointing. But we all know that Cube didn't care about them anyways. I just wish they would have had at least one more comeback, because this song was disappointing. So I'm gonna put it in the nobody move tier. I don't know why, but I was never really interested in this song. Maybe it's just because I never listened to the whole song, but I guess since I was stuck on Secret Story of the Swan, I didn't see much of the hype with it. I don't think it's the best song ever, especially for the just because they have other songs that sound similar to this, so besides it being their last song, it's not that special. When I did listen to this song for the first time all the way through, I understand why so many people like this song and it started growing on me more and more. I especially like the build-up in the last part of the song where everything just feels so exciting and like a firework almost. There's nothing wrong with this song, but I guess I expected it to be a bit different for it to be their very last comeback. I do really like the song though and the chorus is so pretty, so I'm gonna put it in the kinda eats tier. I know that they also didn't officially disband, but all of them left SM and we ain't hear shit from them since 2016, so I'm fully convinced that they just silently disbanded, but I'm still hoping for a reunion comeback. I'm not even that crazy about house music, but they absolutely ate this genre up. Even though this is one of their most simple or minimalistic songs, it's still somewhat experimental and fits within their sound or identity. Something about this song just feels so lively and fun yet also emotional. I don't know if it's because this was their last actual comeback, but it feels emotional in the sense of it being nostalgic. I feel like the other great thing about this song is how timeless it is. Like even though house music was big during the time this came out, it still hits the same from when I first heard it. Even Amber's rap was really good, like she had me moving a bit. Overall this song is definitely one of the best disbandment songs ever and proves how versatile FX is, so I'm gonna put it in the grand finale tier. I just think it's so crazy how they went from Christian horse girl wholesome music to evil cunty and disco diva music. Like the character development is insane. This is something I never would have expected from them, but I love it so much for that reason, or one of those reasons. They really just decided to randomly go retro and it fit them perfectly. The great thing is that it's not just a simple retro or disco song. It feels not only authentic, but also so full and doesn't only rely on the concept. The entire song is so interesting and keeps you in it while just being an amazing song. Like this really feels like it could be in a dance-based late 70s or early 80s movie. It's sad how one of their most cunty songs was their last, but at least they gave everyone a powerful and iconic comeback, so I'm gonna put it in the grand finale tier. 숨겨진 이야기 baby 다 보여줘 now like it yes me 이 밤에 lights up 달빛 날 바라본 eyes just tell me 다 보여줘 봐. Not gonna lie, it makes me kinda sad how they've had a good run of title tracks since their debut, but their last comeback just wasn't as good. I feel like besides some of their B-sides, they've never really been recognized for how amazing their music truly is, so I wish that their company would at least continue the pattern of great title tracks to their disbandment. This song isn't bad at all and the B-sides are great as usual, but there's just something missing about this and I don't know if it's the chorus or the lack of that magical feel they give with their other songs. but this one just falls a bit flat, but I do think they made up for it with the post-chorus. Even though I wish they added more grand or fun elements, I do really like it, so I'm gonna put it in the kinda eats tier. Even though I don't know that much about them, I've always loved a lot of their title tracks like Wow, Aku, and Destiny. I like how even though most of their concepts have been magical, it's still versatile and they change up their sound. I think this is much more minimalistic compared to their previous comebacks, but I like it. I think minimalism in songs need to be done a specific way to be done right, and they did it the right way. Like the beat and chorus is just so good. I do think some parts are a bit boring, but there's other elements that make up for it, such as the key change and chorus. It has a lot of mystery yet magic to it, which makes me love the song more, so I'm gonna put it in the love tier. And that's the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you'd want, and have a good day. Bye besties.